Hello everyone, myself Gurudeep. In this course Electromagnetic Waves, I am going to present a PPT on the topic of magnetic storage devices. In this slide, we are going to discuss about introduction to magnetic storage devices. Basically, magnetic storage devices are used to store or record some data. Let us see evolution of magnetic storage devices. In earlier days, we were using magnetic tape to store the data. Magnetic tape is basically a plastic tape which is coated by a magnetic material. Due to advancement in technologies nowadays, we are using hard disk drive, floppy disk, and SSDs to store the data. So in this slide, we are going to discuss about what are the principles involved during storage of data in magnetic storage devices. First, magnetization. Magnetic storage devices use magnetization to store data by recording pattern of magnetized area in a magnetic material. Next, electromagnetic induction. Electromagnetic induction principle allows for reading data in magnetic storage devices. Next, hysteresis. Hysteresis is an essential principle where we will use in magnetic storage devices for maintaining the stored data. Next, Faraday's law of induction. Faraday's law of induction is mainly used in hard disk drive where we will apply this principle in the read and write processes. Next, magnetic domain. The magnetic domain basically it allows data encoding and the storage of the data in magnetic storage devices. So in this slide, we are going to see about hard disk drive. So where the data will be stored in hard disk drive. So there is a part called platter which is responsible for storing the data in hard disk drive. So how we can read and write the data in hard disk drive. So there is a read and write heads which is responsible for reading and writing the data on hard disk drive. So when the data is written, the head changes the magnetic polarity of the material on the disk. To read the data, the head detects the magnetic field of the stored pattern. So how we can access this? So there is a part called accurator arm in hard disk drive which is responsible for accessing the data in a hard disk drive. In this slide, we are going to see about floppy disk, where the data will be stored in floppy disk. Data is stored in magnetic domains on the disk surface organized into tracks and sector. So where we will read and write the data. When the floppy disk is turned by a motor, a read and write head moves over the disk to read or write the data. So how we can access this data? Floppy disks have slower access time compared to HDDs due to their mechanical components and lower data density. So in this slide, we are going to discuss about magnetic tape. Magnetic tape is one of the oldest storage device to store data. So how data will be stored in magnetic tape? So data is stored in sequential format as magnetic patterns along the tape. So how we can read and write the data? A tape drive uses a read or write head that moves along the tape to read or write data. So how we can access? So because data is stored sequentially, accessing the specific data will take longer than HDD. But compared to floppy disk, this can magnetic tape can use for large scale data archiving. So let us conclude this topic. Among these three, which is better storage devices? A better storage device is hard disk drive because we can store large amount of data and also we can access the data very faster compared to floppy disk and magnetic tape. Thank you.